Hi, I'm Phyllis Lang and welcome to Nightwear. This video will demonstrate how you can move an observing plan that you create with Deep Sky Planner to SkySafari. The initial steps are the same. It's the middle and ending steps that differ depending on whether you're moving to SkySafari on Android or iOS. We'll demonstrate both methods. So first of all, Deep Sky Planner allows you to create observing lists, and there are other tutorial videos that explain how to create your own. So for example, you can create an empty observing list and populate it using several of the methods that are described in other videos. But for this demonstration, I'd like to download an observing plan from the online community and use that to save to SkySafari on Android or iOS. So in order to access the online community, you can visit the Help menu and click Community Page. That will open your default web browser on your system and log you in to the Deep Sky Planner online community. So I'll click this, and my web browser is opened and I'm logged into the community. So I would like to see the plan library and in fact the list of plans. So I click Show Plans and I'll scroll down to the available plans. Now I've looked through some of these and identified a plan that I think will work well for this demonstration. It is the binocular backyard sky. Backyard. Yeah, this one. I'm going to let you see briefly what's in there. And I'll move this over a bit for you. The static data, the most important static data in the observing plan is shown in this view. And so I'll close that, move the screen a bit for you, and I'll click Download in order to bring the file to my local computer from the community website. So there we go, and I'll save that. And now I'll open it for viewing. I'll use the most recently used file list to open the plan as it appears in Deep Sky Planner. You can see that there's a good bit more data shown in Deep Sky Planner than on the community site. Part of this is static data, and part of it is data that is computed in real time, like the apparent position of the objects, the altitude and azimuth, and so forth. So we know that we have the file locally on our system. And the next thing I need to do is convert that to the file format required by SkySafari. Deep Sky Planner stores this file in its own private format. The format used by SkySafari is a bit different. So to do the conversion, we'll choose Export, Observing Plan, and since Deep Sky Planner can save observing plans in multiple formats, we need to select the SkySafari format, which is this one. We need to select the file that's going to be converted, which is the one that we just viewed. And the file name for the exported file is generated. It needs to have the SkyList file extension for it to be understood by SkySafari. And I'll just leave the rest of this, the folder location and the file name, the same. You can change those if you like, but I'm going to leave them the same for this demonstration. So we'll click Export, File, and Save. And you can see the results of the export here. And if you're familiar with the file format for SkySafari, this should look familiar to you. If you don't know anything about that format, it's okay. This simply shows you that some work was done. So now that we have the file created, we need to move the file to SkySafari. So now we have the observing plan document in the proper format for SkySafari. Now we need to get the file to SkySafari. There are two ways to transmit a file to SkySafari. We can either transfer it via iTunes file share, or we can email the file as an attachment to a message. So for this particular demonstration, I'm going to email the observation plan to an iPad running SkySafari 5 and also running iOS 10. So in order to get started, we need to find the file so that we can email it. So I'll open my File Explorer, and there's the file that we just exported. Move the screen up just a bit, and I'll right-click the SkyList file and choose Send To and Mail. And that will open my mail program, create a message that I'll choose to send to my iPad email address, and it will attach the observing plan file to the message. So now I've moved over to the iPad, and I want to open my Mail app so that I can get to the SkyList observing list file. So I'll tap the Mail icon at the bottom of the screen, and that opens my email app so that I can see the message I sent to the iPad. And I'll scroll up a little bit and touch the SkyList icon, which is the attached file. Then I'll see this little menu where I need to direct the attachment to SkySafari Plus. So what that will actually do is take a copy of the attachment file, and it will copy it to a location known to SkySafari. It will open SkySafari, and SkySafari will process the file so that it is available within SkySafari. So we'll go ahead and trigger that. So now, using SkySafari, I touch the search icon and I scroll to the end, which is where the custom observing lists are shown. So the backyard sky list that we just imported is available, and I can touch that and see the objects in that list. And of course, from that point on, you can use the usual SkySafari features to work through the list. So that's how we do this with SkySafari on an iPad.